Hi, welcome to Peanut Butter Jelly Co. Today we're reviewing Ocean Saver. So I was going to buy these for myself, but I decided it would be a good gift for my mum and that we could try these out together. So here are the Ocean Saver bottle refills. You can buy little sets, but they all had plastic bottles included, which I don't think I need because I can just use up the ones I already have. Or they came in sets with scents I didn't like lavender, which I'm not too keen on. So we got the anti-bac spray refill, the almond floor cleaner, the apple breeze multi-purpose, the rhubarb all-purpose, the citrus kitchen cleaner, and the pomegranate bathroom cleaner. I wasn't looking at what they clean, I was looking more like the scents. And so far I think they smell pretty good. I've opened up the pomegranate and the apple, and unlike the others, the pomegranate comes in like this hard casing, whereas the other ones are more in liquid form, so I'm interested to see the difference, and that all dissolves. What I'm not keen on is, there's only one in each, so if you bought like a set of 3, I'm hoping they'll all be in this one casing. I don't know if they stick together for that reason, but so far every single one comes with a sticker in it. Now if I bought this and I had a designated bottle for my apple refill, I don't think I'd need a sticker at every purchase. I think this should be a free option for people that want it. But these counted as refills, so assuming someone's already bought a pack and is refilling their bottles, so I'm not very keen on this. I doubt it's plastic free, I will check, but I'm not keen on stickers, and I thought that maybe because that's the multi-purpose one, then there was one for the pomegranate as well. I'll open, let's say this kitchen cleaning one. Yep. This also has stickers in it, so I'm not very happy about that. I would rather just write on the bottle myself, or I'm sure by the colour you'd be able to tell which one is which, or by the smell, or you can get like little charcoal stickers that you can write and wash. So I'm not happy with the stickers. Don't know if it says anything about recycling. No, but we're going to be trying 3 of them out today because my parents have 3 empty bottles, so let's go. So luckily my parents had saved these 3 bottles. They had them in their shed, so we dug those out and I've cleaned them out, and we're going to be filling these up and testing these out. So out of the 6 I got, my mum picked these 3 out that she thinks will be most handy: the multi-purpose apple one, the general descaler pomegranate, and the all-purpose floor cleaner. So we'll be testing these out. I'm hoping they through the nozzles because these are quite narrow, but looking back I think they will. So look at the instructions. So you want to drop it into a 750 milliliter bottle. I think most of these are that size. Yes, 750. This one's a bit smaller, but that's okay, and that one's a bit smaller. Okay, it'll just be a bit stronger, that's fine. And then you fill to the top with water, screw, shake until dissolved, and then clean. So I'll be filling these up and then I'll be testing them out with my mum as to how well they clean. Stuck on all the stickers to know which one's going in which, but we have all of this left over. And on the packaging it says bye bye to plastic, whereas even the refills come with stickers, and there was no option to not include stickers, which was a bit disappointing. I'm going to check what material this is made out of, but I'm not very impressed with the stickers, so hopefully that solution can be resolved, and if not I'll be emailing the company. So it's testing the products now. You can see me here filling up the containers with water and the tabs. It didn't include what kind of water to use, and so I just poured normal tap water. But then in the second one I poured in hotter water, and that definitely dissolved it faster, and I don't think that affects it much or anything, otherwise they would have said. So definitely include hot water to dissolve it, otherwise you'll be shaking the bottles for ages. So So I'm obviously not going to test every single one because that would take forever. The one that my mum was most adamant about working was the lime scale remover, because that's really something that you can really visualize if it works. Like with all the other all-purpose cleaners, like you can get some stain out of whatever and it works fine, but she was really dedicated to the lime scale, and she said if it definitely takes it off, then she'll continue using these, because and I agree with her, there wouldn't have been a point in continuing using these if they didn't do what they said they'd do. So I also left it on there for quite a bit of time, I think a couple minutes, just to make sure that it was working, and then I scrubbed it off. And on first glance it does look pretty nice, but I did scrub it pretty hard, and then when it dried I could still see a lot of lime scale left over. So I personally wasn't that impressed with it. My mum was, but then she said there's the ultimate test. So we went to the bathroom where the taps always drip and they literally leave these little circles of lime scale, and she uses some kind of like industrial chemical thing, spray, I don't know, to clean that off. And so we tried it with this Ocean Saver lime scale cleaner, and yeah, it did nothing. I'm assuming it's probably for smaller scale lime scale, like just little marks like you get on the sink and not anything intense, but like called a lime scale remover. And I did email this company as one of the companies of the month that I email. It's part of my New Year's resolution. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out up here. But I've been emailing companies that I'm liking their product of, but are a bit iffy in certain aspects, and I wasn't happy with these stickers. I did find that they are plastic free, but it's still so wasteful to include them in all the packaging. Didn't come to a good conclusion with the messages. I will be emailing them again to sort that out, but basically they said that they have to do it because of regulations, but I feel like you can include the ingredients and stuff on the cardboard packaging, which is already included. And like if you buy a refill pack of 3, then you already have the sticker in one of them. You don't have to have a sticker in each one, so I think it should be an option to buy that, which is very, very wasteful, so I'm not very happy about that. I also feel like companies like this that are trying to reduce plastic waste and create better options shouldn't be offering plastic bottles to sell. I know that some people might not have any lying around, but you can probably save some from your neighbours from going to the recycling, or buy some good quality glass ones from a charity shop. There's just so many options that I don't think it's necessary to be selling plastic bottles along with the product. But even if they decide to do, there's nowhere on their website where it says that the plastic bottles are made from post-consumer plastics, which is something very important. It's mind-blowing that people are still producing new plastics. Like, what's the point of getting into that system when it's all going to run out in a couple of years' time anyway and you're going to have to change? Why not make the changes now and have time to improve on your products and procedures? It's mind-blowing, really. They do say that their products are plant-based, non-toxic, plastic-free, vegan, cruelty-free, biodegradable, or 100% recyclable. Recyclable is such a, well, it's not a greenwash term, but I feel like it's such a trigger word for me right now, because just because something is recyclable doesn't mean you should buy it. Waste is waste. You need to think about having as little products going through the cycle. You want to get a product and keep it as long as you can. Like, just so like I mentioned in my small product video, which I will link up here, I am not very aware of what kind of things I should be looking out for. I know I watch Shelby a lot and she's very specific because she learned it all through her environmental degree, but I will have a video coming up on that next where together we will learn what things we need to be looking out for. So like, I'm very conscious about the packaging, but obviously that's not the whole story. You need to look about the chemicals, because that's what's getting washed into our waters and may not be getting filtered out properly and going into our oceans, things like that. There's so many chemicals as well that if it says it's dangerous for wildlife, it's probably dangerous for you too. Like, there's not that much difference between us and animals biologically. Like, there's pretty sure that it'll be bad for your health as well. So the fact that there's still chemicals like that being used is just crazy. Ocean Saver do claim that they are non-toxic, but I want to be at a level where I'm able to actually check their ingredients and prove that, because just because they say they're non-toxic doesn't mean that they might be non-toxic to the level that you believe in, because I know there's certain chemicals that are bad for cats and dogs and other pets and children, and when you're pregnant and things like that. Because when I started using essential oils, I did look into that because I wanted to invest in essential oils that will be good for when I have pets in the future. But don't buy essential oils, they're so bad. You don't need fragrances. As tempting as it is, I know myself, because I love having things smell nice, but it's so pointless, just as long as it's clean, you know. Again, it also say that they don't include any parabens. I will be doing research. I will make videos on all the different kinds of chemicals, what ones you should look out for and why as well, because fair enough, you can say this doesn't include parabens, but I'm not really sure why the parabens are bad. I know things like crazy random ones that have been bad for our ozone, because I am doing zoology, so I do a little bit of that for conservation. But obviously things like that have been banned, so I want to know the current ones and actually do the research properly. Because as well, this is so random, but fluoride. Why is everybody not including fluoride in their toothpaste? There's actually no concrete science saying that fluoride is bad for your health. If anything, not having fluoride is bad for your health, because your teeth need it. That's why it's included in water, that's why it's included in toothpaste, and that's why all the dentists I've ever seen or talked to said you need a fluoride toothpaste. You'd think somebody that had a whole degree in dentistry and was an expert in taking care of your teeth would be recommending you something that's bad for your health. It's mind-blowing. Anyway, let's get back to Ocean Saver. So on other points from their website, they are completely cruelty-free and vegan, which is something very important to me, so that's good that they included that. It's kind of crazy that they test on animals. I'm currently doing an animal ethics and welfare module at my university, and it's very interesting. There was a lot of debating on trying to get everyone's points of view, but I'm just like, why would you test on something? It's crazy. Yeah, and then the casings, you saw all the drops had like a little plastic looking casing, but that is said to be water soluble and biodegradable. And then I saw the word biodegradable, I was like, oh, because a lot of products say they're biodegradable and everyone thinks like, oh yeah, that's good. But all that biodegradable means is bio, as in like through natural processes, degradable, falls apart. So through natural processes it falls apart, but what it doesn't mean is that it completely goes back into its nutrient cycle. It could just mean plastic could be made biodegradable. I've seen bloody plastic bags degrade through natural processes, but all it degrades into is to tinier plastics, which are harder to remove, worse for the environment. There was a study recently that they found microplastics in someone's placenta, in a human placenta. Oh, but no, let's just keep using plastics, because it'll all be fine. Right. How? But then later on it does say completely dissolve with water without generating micro or nanoplastics. I'm looking down because this is where my laptop is and I have that page up, but micro and nanoplastics. But yeah, it says they use PVOH. Another thing, I will keep note of all of these weird chemicals and stuff, and I'll make sure I include those in a video or separate videos if there's too much to talk about. And I'm really adamant into actually doing proper research and linking papers in. One thing that my course has taught me a lot is how to read scientific papers, and I really want to make sure that's accessible for everybody, so I will be including the ones that I find research in. And if you guys think it's interesting, I was thinking it's quite a good idea to read science papers and dull them down so that it's more easily understandable for everybody, especially for people that don't know where to find science papers, don't understand all the jargon in it. So I will happily do that for you guys if you have any papers that you want me to read. I purchased these because my friend was using them, but I really purchased these before I properly watched this video by Shelby that really got me thinking about what's included in these products. And in the new year, I have made a new resolution to make sure that everything I buy, I check through properly and properly again. So if I was to consider buying them now, I don't think I would, especially with my level of knowledge at the moment. I would definitely be reviewing products in the future in much more detail. Yeah, I wish they said that they included stickers as well. I don't think it says anything unless you go on the FAQ and it says what the sticker's made of, but then you have no idea what they mean by the stickers. Because, like, surely they should just come with, like, when the bottle is purchased, because that's what these stickers, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about me. Other than the smell, they don't really work any better than my simple dilution of vinegar and water and some orange juice or lemon juice and things like that, and bicarbonate of soda. So yeah, that's my review of Ocean Saver. I promise the next product review I will be a lot more informed about all the chemicals and aspects and things to look out for and certificates that companies should have, such as vegan cruelty, because they did claim they're vegan. It does say that they are working on their certificate, so I'm like, what if they don't get a certificate, you know? Got to make sure that companies you support already have all the accreditations, because it just shows dedication when they do get their accreditations, and then if they don't, that's either laziness, which you don't really want to be supporting, or they're hiding something. Like, we really need to start supporting companies which are transparent and think way beyond the plastic free, because plastic, yeah, is bad, but so are chemicals, and many of those chemicals are also made out of plastic, so it's very important. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I post a lot of zero waste content and reviews and vegan things and crafts, which I will be doing, and I post every Sunday at 12, but I post every day on my TikTok and Instagram, so make sure to follow those. And yeah, without further ado, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!